Communities across the state say they're on edge tonight amid ramped-up ICE activity in their towns. Federal immigration agents have reportedly conducted raids in Warren Township, Somerset County, Red Bank, Newark, and Morristown, where multiple operations led to a group of people being taken into custody, including a high school student and, in one case, the father of a 6-year-old girl who was reportedly left alone on the street crying for her dad following his detainment. Residents and advocates have been holding protests in the wake of the operations, demanding an end to ICE activity in their neighborhoods while calling on lawmakers to step in. The Senate and Assembly did just that on Monday, passing a trio of immigrant protection bills during the final day of the lame duck voting session. Those bills now sit on the governor's desk, where he can either sign them or do nothing and face a pocket veto. In other words, the bills die. For the latest on that, I'm joined by our senior correspondent, Brenda Flanagan. Bren.
Yeah, hey, Bree, you're right. The debate rages over ICE targets and tactics as more New Jersey towns find they're dealing with unannounced raids, terrified residents, and angry protests. They're looking to Trenton lawmakers for guidance. Governor Murphy, in his final State of the State speech, sought to reassure residents his administration still staunchly opposes the president launching ICE to enforce mass deportations.
Our fundamental rights are never up for debate in New Jersey. And to all of our immigrant families, allow me to say the following. I can only imagine how harrowing the past year has been. But rest assured, New Jersey is your home. We have always supported you, and we always will.
Hearing that, immigrant advocates say they believe Murphy will sign a trio of controversial bills, I guess you could call them anti-ICE measures, that Democrats pushed through the lame duck legislature on Monday. The three bills codify New Jersey's Immigrant Trust Directive, limiting local law enforcement assistance to ICE agents, restricts sharing information on residents' immigration status, and designates safe spaces like schools, hospitals, courthouses, and places of worship that would be off limits to ICE enforcement. The bill's sponsor explains.
They are picking up anyone who appears remotely other and threatening anyone who tries to speak up. As the Trump administration continues to weaponize ICE, these bills set boundaries and offer crucial protections.
Now, advocates cheered but remain aware the word sanctuary could draw political reprisals. They call the measures critical to public safety.
And we are very clear that these bills together do not constitute a sanctuary status. We are making it very, very clear for New Jersey residents about where and how ICE enforcement can take place, so that people can very confidently navigate through life every day as a New Jersey resident.
We respond with, well, these are protections that our community needs, and it's all about saving as much families as we can. We know they're coming, right? With Trump, even if you try to cave in, he will continue to push and push and push. So that's why it's we have to put up that fight, because even if we don't, he's still going to come.
Now, Alex Mendoza works with El Pueblo Unido volunteers around Atlantic City. They document ICE agents' activity, but they can't prevent arrests. ICE seized a 17-year-old student's mom last July and swiftly deported her within 2 weeks, she told New Jersey lawmakers.
The speed of this process left no room for fairness, no opportunity for due process, and no consideration for the child left behind. Overnight, my life changed.
And neighborhood fears have spiked even higher after the Trump administration defended an ICE agent who recently shot and killed Renee Nicole Good, a 37-year-old mom and U.S. citizen in Minneapolis. It's why folks panicked last Sunday in Morristown when ICE detained a high school senior at a local laundromat. As advocates hurriedly launched a GoFundMe to hire lawyers for Juan Daniel Mendoza, the mayor on Facebook urged calm.
I will be meeting with some of our Latino leaders later today to discuss next steps and try to stay calm, community stay calm, and our thoughts and prayers and are with the families and the people that were caught up in the sweep So stay focused, stay alert.
We see some agents are not scared of using force, and how the administration has protected them, which could encourage some agents to continue to do this. So it's dangerous for everyone. It's dangerous for the officers who are conducting these raids. It's dangerous for the community members.
But the other side of the aisle takes a very different view. White House spokeswoman Abigail Jackson told us the New Jersey legislature should focus on protecting law-abiding citizens, not the criminal illegal aliens who kill them. She was referring to Raul Luna Perez, a Mexican immigrant with prior DUIs. He's been charged with manslaughter and vehicular homicide in a deadly car crash that killed a Lakewood mom and her 11-year-old daughter. Assembly Republicans referred to that case when they argued against the immigrant protection bills.
And I'll cut right to the chase. Every illegal alien in this state needs to go home, and the majority of New Jerseyans want them to.
This bill ties the hands of law enforcement and prohibits communication between local, county, state, and federal branches. This is also another legislative attempt to further entrench the costly status of New Jersey as a sanctuary state.
To think New Jersey can stall the federal government is to ignore reality. With the passage of the recent Big Beautiful Bill, ICE's budget has increased by 300%, a budget larger than the FBI and double that of the Coast Guard. They spend more in a single week than the New Jersey State Police do an entire year. They now have the resources, and they will use them.
But Republicans failed to stop the bills. Meanwhile, Governor Murphy leaves office January 20th. As of this taping, he has not yet signed the bills into law. If he doesn't, they'd have to go through the legislature again and on to Governor-elect Mikey Sherrill's desk. Governor-elect Sherrill would not comment on the trio of anti-ICE bills, but showed some support for the Immigrant Trust Directive. After Renee Good was shot in Minneapolis, Sherrill posted a stinging condemnation, noting, "I know as a former prosecutor and military veteran that sending armed, masked agents into communities to drive a political agenda does not make us safer, but it instead creates a culture of fear, distrust, and resentment. New Jersey stands against this assault on our Constitution and our values." All New Jersey residents will be closely watching how the new governor approaches this issue, Brianna.
Yeah, that's been a question for some time. I wonder, though, Bren, the Senate President, Nick Scuteri, said in passing these bills and posting them even, that he did have concern that this could make New Jersey a target of the federal government, which you alluded to. And as I understand, they are ramping up pressure on so-called sanctuary jurisdictions.
The president has said just this week that come February 1st, they are going to be withholding federal funding for sanctuary states. New Jersey has 4 cities that are, according to the Department of Justice, sanctuary cities. So that could put us in the line of fire, Brianna.
Yeah, it certainly could. Senior correspondent Brenda Flanagan for us. Brenda, thank you as always.
Thank you, Bri.